YouTube? It's your boy Young Sketchy Flex back again. Yeah, I'm not gonna be that guy. Fuck it. Anyway, we're back with another Pokemon Global Week League battle. This would be Week 5 versus our Week 1 opponent in Sharp Dress Gaming and the Minnesota Wild Charge. If you guys don't remember what happened in the original battle, uh, well, here's what happened.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No
yeah, it wasn't exactly pretty, but hopefully I've been thinking about that battle for a minute, and I knew I had to play Sharp again because he is in my division. He is currently 2-2, and I am 0-4, and I am desperately looking for a win. But fun fact for everybody, I have never lost in Week 5 of the PGL. Never. And I'm really hoping that streak would have continued, would continue. I will say I did bring Buffalon to this battle because simply I was just like, fuck it, I might as well. But I will lead with Ditto, simply to see what he wanted to go for. And Heatran was his thing of choice. Now, just let me know what kind of Heatran is. This is especially defensive Heatran, as he will switch out on the probably into prop 2 rocks. As I'll just straight go for a lava plume, and I'm gonna tell you this battle was really janky because right here, burn, first turn burn, and this is no longer a useful Mandibuzz. Yeah, I can see Divfog, but it won't live to tell the tale, as he will need indeed knock off my Choice Scarf here, but that allows me to actually switch other moves. If I would have gone for rocks here, would have been a better option. A lot of other things would have not lived. As I just go for the Earth Power predicting the Heatran switching, as he stays in and goes to Roost. And I was just like, well, okay, you know, unfortunate. I could have predicted that. So this turn I do go for a Flash Cannon on the incoming Heatran. So I was basically just a turn late. I see no issue still with this, this battle. As now here I risked the speed tie, and I do believe I stayed in. I stayed in and go for the Earth Power. I do win speed tie, and I will knock out this Heatran. So Ditto will get a kill this season, amazingly. So I do believe he goes into Garchomp here. Now Garchomp could have not just immediately bought me here, but he goes for the SD. I guess because he just wanted to tank through everything, and knowing he had to attack the speed drop after the end of it. But again, this battle is janky. I get another burn. Yo, he's gonna Earthquake. Ditto's done his job already. And nothing really went to come into an Earthquake. I could have sent in Jolteon here, but he would have just switched anyway. I just went the non-attack switch here, as I do go into Jolteon, which it does carry HPAs, and I don't think he had anything else that wanted to take an HPAs in this turn, nor could switch in onto this. So he does make it evolve into this little terrifying shark thing, as I will knock it out with a Hidden Power Ice. But it's just, so far, I think it's been like, what, 5 turns and 2 burns? So that's Garchomp. Now, Heatran and Garchomp are both out. Evire stays. I think he predicted me to, the Volt switch here on a predicted switch. I just stayed in. I think he goes for a Psychic. Seems that he carried last time. It just does pop the balloon I had, but I will just go for a second Shadow Ball, putting it in the range of like basically anything that I wanted. And I kind of felt like at this point I could sack Jolteon off. Simply because I didn't have any more uses for it. But I will switch in Boufflant. Now, Boufflant, let me tell you what Boufflant does. Boufflant, this Boufflant's max attack, max speed, choice scarf, holding B, max speed. And it's Earthquake, Stone Edge, Head Charge, and Superpower. Superpower for Heatran, Earthquake for things for like regular Venusaur, Evire, Hoopa, Intuit KO's Hoopa, and it simply outspeeds everything but Trick Room Hoopa. So he does switch out into, I believe, the Mandibuzz, which I found out right now was carrying a Rocky Helmet. As it will it down to little to no HP, I will get hit by the Recoil plus Rocky Helmet, but this thing will die to its burn. So now his Defogger, his defensive wall is now gone. I switch out he goes out to Hoopa. Now I have to switch out here simply because I can't, hit this thing with a head charge, as he will just go for Psychic here onto my incoming Entei. Now Entei actually has 24 special defense EVs over HP, and you can definitely tell because it lives this with 15, and he switches out into, I believe, Blastoise to check it. But again, this battle is janky. I go for a Choice Banded Sacred Fire. I do believe I get a critical hit plus the burn. Now, the burn puts it in range where I can fire off another Sacred Fire. I can let this thing kill Entei, but it die to it. I actually ended up having to calc this myself. And that's the route I choose to go. Entei did its job. It came in, it burned this, it whittled this down. This is his spinner, his Defogger. Both of those forms of protection on his team are now down. I could have set up rocks. I could have, but I think that's what he ended up trying to predict me to do. As I do believe I bring back in Boufflant on the incoming Evire. Now I know I outspeed this thing unless this thing was Scarfed, but it's not. So I'll Earthquake. And I want to lock myself in the Earthquakes for the simple fact with the crit. I want to lock myself in the Earthquake knowing it could KO Hoopa, and I wouldn't have to switch back out. So that's what I eventually do. But Psychic will, KO my Boufflant here, which is very unfortunate. But now it is in range of, and get this, check this out. So last minute, I switched this from leftovers to Choice Banded, Choice Banded Skarmory, which I thought was really dope. It tried to T-Wave, I think trying to get the pair. It does not. Banded Skarmory will come in and will clean up, as I will take this game 2-0 over the Minnesota Wildcards, netting our first win of the season and preventing me from pulling a Gearheart. So, thank you. We are finally on the board for the season, and hopefully we continue it next week versus the Maryland Terrapins and Kelly and Under the Radar YouTube. And I'm actually looking forward to that battle because this man has been hyping up this Rufflet of his the entire season. And if he brings it, I'm just gonna laugh. I really am. So until next week, I am Audi 5000 and deuce.